Today we will discuss neural system and coordination subtopic peripheral nervous system, that is PNS. PNS we can classify three regions, that is based on myelinated, two types, that is non-myelinated neurons and nerves and myelinated nerves. Second, based on function. Sensory means impulse which carry from sensory organs to central nervous system, that is sensory. And motor, impulse which carry central nervous system, brain or spinal to sensory organs, that is motor. And third is mixed, the nerves which behave sensory at a time motor. So these are the three types, and based on the arising from place, that is nerves arise from brain, those are cranial, and which are arise from spinal cord, those are spinal nerves. And based on that function divided into PNS system, somatic nervous system and autonomous nervous system. Somatic nervous system which are under control and voluntary, and there is no chemoreceptors. And basically here sensory and motor nerves acts, and here somatic, skeletal and muscle, control under somatic nervous system. And autonomous nervous system, this is conscious, do not conscious and control. This is involuntary. And here there is a chemoreceptors are present. And whatever the skeletal muscles are there, here the smooth muscles and glands are controlled under this autonomous nervous system. In this autonomous nervous system, again it divided into sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic always in a stressful condition, and parasympathetic relax or a normal condition. So we will discuss these topics parallelly in this session. If we observe, there is a spinal cord and there is a bony case, that is vertebrae. In this, the spinal nerves pass it like this, and these nerves emerge from this area, and after this we call as central nervous system. And here, when a nerve fiber starts and it forms as ganglia, again it transforms into nerve fiber. So this region we call as preganglion. This portion is called as a preganglion, and this is the ganglion. This is postganglion. So vertebrae either side they possess same like this, and in this sympathetic system what happens, and the parasympathetic system what happens, and major difference between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, how we will discover. In this, generally sympathetic system this is a parasympathetic. Suppose here if you take, there is a midbrain or a brain stem. Again it is continuous medulla oblongata. Here it is the midbrain or brain stem, and continuous, this is the cervical region, and later on it is a thoracic region. Next is lumbar and a sacral region, like this. The total continuous brain part of spinal is located like this, and the divisions are divided like this. Same as it is here also. This is the midbrain and medulla, cervical, thoracic, lumbar and a sacral region. In this sympathetic nervous system, there whatever the continuous of a medulla oblongata, cervical and thoracic and lumbar, sacral, these nerves emerges out and it forms ganglia. So these ganglia interconnected network like a chain. So this is the chain of ganglia, either sympathetic, this we called as a sympathetic trunk. Here this portion is called as a preganglia. And after that emerging portion, that is postganglia. Postganglia. So here there is 5 cervical, 3 and thoracic, 12 nerves, and lumbar 5 nerves, and a sacral one. These are directly the impulse transfers and form as a network. This we call as collateral ganglia. So, this is collateral ganglia and it is divided into three, that is ciliac and next one is superior and inferior ganglia. So, celiac, superior, these are above abdomen or diaphragm, and inferior, this is below diaphragm. Here, this postganglia, after combining as a network, again it terminate into a different organs. Like, I will give you example. Suppose eye and this portion and the lacrimal glands and the palate and salivary glands, neck region and the throat region, lung, heart and the digestive system, last urinary bladder and a genital system. Like this, total sympathetic nerve completely enter into different organs of a smooth muscles and a glands. And sympathetic nerves under control of a neurotransmitters. That neurotransmitter is nothing but adrenal. That's why these nerves called as a adrenogenic nerves, and sympathetic nerves under control of stress conditions. Here, same, the region of this midbrain and medulla oblongata, and this is the cervical, thoracic, lumbar and sacral. Here, if you observe, generally there is a long preganglion stage and later ganglia, and it is emerged like a postganglia. So these postganglia enters into organs, again it innervates as a branch, and the impulse of this one is a low, and here it is midbrain, brain, cranial nerves, third cranial nerve and seventh, ninth and 10th. These cranial nerves generally perform the same function of a sympathetic nervous system. And up to the ninth, these are superior, means above diaphragm, and the 10th one, it is the below the diaphragm and the digestive system. Third one, it is a and seventh one is a facial. Third one is a aculomotor, and ninth one is a glossopharyngeal. 10th one is a vagus. Again, these do not shows the like these type of sympathetic trunk, and here it is preganglia is a shorter one, here it is preganglia is a longer one, postganglia is a shorter one, here it is postganglia longer one, shorter one, and here there is a cranial along with a sacral 2, 3 and 4. So these cranial. These four as called as a cranial nerves, and along with the sacral it emerge. That's why we called as craniosacral outflow. Craniosacral outflow. And here the impulse which goes to directly, and here whatever sympathetic nerves system, it completely how it is controlled, as like the parasympathetic also controls this eyes and palate, lacrimal glands, and here the salivary glands and the pharynx, throat, and this lungs, heart, and digestive system, and urinary bladder, genital area. So this urinary bladder and genital area comes under sacral control. Remaining 10th one, vagus, that is under control, digestive system, heart, and lungs. And above portion, above this neck to eye portion controls under 3rd and 4th cranial nerves. Here the neurotransmitter is acetylcholine. That's why we call as cholinergic nerves. So this is the parasympathetic nerve system. There is a difference between this and this region, cervical, thoracic, and lumbar region do not comes under parasympathetic nervous system. So these are the differences between sympathetic and a parasympathetic nervous system.